Welcome to Bay Bites, everybody, a quick video series highlighting the tools and features inside Bay, which is Coldwell Banker Crown Realtor's contact and transaction management system. Go to mycbcrown.com and log in to follow along. Let's get started. Today, I wanted to show you guys how to update your bio. Now, you can always send your updated bio to your staff member who handles your office, right? So the info at CB Crown account, the Park Rapids at CB Crown account, the Fargo at all of those. And then we can update your bio for you. However, if you would like to update it, you absolutely can do it right from here. So the first place we're going to go is over in this top right corner. We're going to click on that, then we're going to view profile right here. Now we were in the profile before when we were looking at testimonials and where to look at that. But I wanted to show you on your details page in your profile, your picture and your information will all be here. Right down at the very bottom is your profile text. Notice it doesn't say bio, right? So this is where you would copy and paste your biography into here. You should be updating your bio every year, period. Okay. Things change. We get new kids, new grandkids. Some of the kids move out of the house. We start new hobbies. You should be updating your bio every year. Go check out our updating your bio using AI that we did last spring, and it'll help you with a wonderful prompt to be able to do a really nice bio. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is this email signature block. Now, Faith, our marketing director, can create email signatures for you, and she does an amazing job. So if you haven't done that, jump over to the link tree and send her a message through there to create your specific email signature. When you get that, you can then copy and paste it into here. And then any email you send out of the system or any automatic emails that you've set up, like MarketWatch or any email campaigns, will have your email signature attached every time. Okay. Whenever you make changes to this page at all, don't forget to hit this save button. Otherwise, it will not save your changes, and you'll be calling me asking why your stuff hasn't updated. This is why. Okay. Now, if you have an agent video where you have paid for somebody to take a video of you telling people about your value and what you do, you can always you can put in the URL into here. The system can't host the video, so you've got to make a YouTube page to host the video there to post it here. Okay. Now, most of this other stuff in here is information that we as the office needs, but if you scroll back up towards the top and look on the left side here, there is links. So if you have set up a Facebook business page, an X page, a LinkedIn business page, or your personal LinkedIn page, a YouTube page, any of these things, and you want it to be linked, which also helps SEO when they're linked multiple places, go ahead and copy and paste those links right into here. Click that save button, and it'll show up on all of your profiles. Now, your Bay profile and your Coldwell Banker profile are two different profiles. However, everything on your Coldwell Banker profile is pulled from your Bay profile. So when you update these links, when you update your bio, that will pull to the Coldwell Banker site. If you are looking to update Zillow, Realtor.com, Land.com, any other place, it can't do that from here. You have to physically go to those websites physically. Digitally, you have to digitally go to those websites and update your bios from there. So don't forget, if you're updating your bio here, to update it on those other platforms, okay? Because you never know where a buyer's going to come from or what they're going to look for. A couple of other things that I wanted to go over just real quick. Up here in this preferences button, you can change your notifications that you get from Back at You. So if you only want to get leads by text, then go ahead and out of the new leads by email. Okay. And it goes down the line. Same thing with your tasks. We showed how to set up tasks before. And we don't really deal with showings within this system. Okay. Okay. Now, financial bay notifications, these are different. So when we go into that financial tab, we are technically in financial bay. So when I was showing you your transactions and how to get to your documents, that's what this is talking about. If you don't, when Christine sends her compliance emails, if you do not also want to get a text message, you can change that right here. If you like to get both, leave it, right? They're both opt-in. That's what they're automatically meant to be. But if you would prefer not to get a text because you deal with it when you look at your emails, you could absolutely change that right here. Okay, there's a couple other things. If you set up action plans, you can set your default action plans here. Your marketing notifications, if you send any marketing materials out of here, this is how it will notify you. Okay. Your lead assignment. When you get leads, if you are a team, you can set up your leads to go to somebody else on your team. Okay. And that's what this is right here. And whoever you pick, any leads that come to you will go to that other person. 99% of us are going to assign our leads to ourselves. So don't worry about that unless you're setting up a team. Just know if you are setting up a team that there are ways where we can set up Bay so it works for your team. Okay. Lead property detail. If you would like to only be notified for leads for certain properties in certain cities, you can change this. Okay. Now, there are other places where you can change this. And if you really want to hone down the leads that get sent to you, um, call me. We can absolutely walk through this. But if you are a luxury property agent where you deal in luxury properties only, maybe you want to change this price minimum for leads. So when a lead comes in that's under $500,000, the system will not send that lead to you. It'll send it to somebody else in the company who is willing to take that, right? Now, most of us do everything, so most of us are going to be no minimum, no maximum. Maybe you don't want to deal with luxury properties, right? You like those under $500,000 properties, the under $800,000 properties, and you want to put a max on yours. You absolutely can do that too. Okay. Then there's other options here. Property types, you can select from a list. Which property types do you want to be notified with? Cities, if you only want to be notified about leads in specific cities or in specific zip codes, you can do that. Just know that whatever you set this to be, if you change your business or you decide to go a little outside of the area you've set here, the system will not send you those leads. So, what I would recommend is if you do this, you go a little broader than what you're comfortable with so that you are capturing those people just on the outskirts of your area. We talked about Zillow and Real Satisfied and Testimonial Tree. This second associate is again mostly for teams, so we're not going to worry about that. Then at the bottom here is your office hours. So one of the notifications options is for Bay to only send you notifications during your office hours. And this is where you can set your office hours, right? Everybody's is defaulted to 8 to 5, all 7 days a week, right? Because we're real estate agents. We work all the time. But if you wanted to change that, you absolutely can do that here. The next one I wanted to show you is this accounting tab. So if you're ever wondering what fees you have paid, what fees you haven't paid yet, this is where you would go to be able to find that. There are also reports, but this is probably easiest, right? So in other fees here, it will list all of the fees that you've paid and any fees that you haven't paid. Okay. Then these transactions will be all of the commissions that you've been paid recently, and they're in order by date. So the top one is the most recent one. I don't know if that's helpful to anybody, but it's there. Then I wanted to show you this goals tab. So when you meet with your managing director at the end of the year to set your goals for the coming year, this is where we put in the information. Now, this is a training account, so it has zeros in all of this, but we put your goals into here, and this is how you can track it. Now, right now, it will just show what the goals are. It won't show where you are in your progress. But if you hit this little print button right up here, it will give you a nice little graph, not a graph, spreadsheet, which gives you your annual goal, your monthly goal, and where you are in relation to that goal. So if you're ever wondering where you are based on the goals that you set with your managing director, it will show you right here. And that was literally 3 clicks, right? Don't forget, you just have to click the print button. I don't know why it's a print button and not a view my year-to-date record or something, but it is. It's a print button. Okay. Okay. That's all I had to show you guys today. If you need anything else from me, let me know.